Hey, what's up? Yin here, and I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to talk about this SoundPEATS Air4 Lite. Retail price for this is $60, 60 US dollars, and it's available on Amazon. If you guys want to find out more, do check out the unaffiliated link in the description below. So in this video, I'm going to open it, listen to it, and then I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts and opinions about this SoundPEATS Air4 Lite, so you guys can make an informed decision. Alright, let's first remove this plastic, and then I'll go through the specs of this earphones. Okay, so basically I think there's a few colors, maybe just one, black. Alright, so it comes in black color. Let me just focus. Okay, and Bluetooth version is 5.3. Frequency range is 20 to 40,000 Hertz. Maximum working distance is 10 meters, just like any other Bluetooth earphones. Playtime is about 7 hours, and up to 30 hours with the charging case. Alright, so you're getting about 30 hours, which is more than a working day. Alright, the battery capacity for each earbuds is 35 mAh, and the charging case is 330 mAh. Okay, so let's see what's inside. Okay, and there is some paperwork on the top here. Let's open this up with my very short fingernails. Alright, nothing there. Let's take a look at, I'm sure it's just the usual stuff, which is the introduction and of course the user guide, which I'll read through later. Okay, let's put that one side, and then there should be some more stuff in here, which is the cable. That's what I'm looking for, and there won't be any ear tips because these are open earbuds, meaning it just sits outside or just inside your ear cavity, and it doesn't go into your ear canal and give you a seal. Alright, so it comes with this cable, USB-C to USB-A, to charge up the case. Alright, and this is the SoundPEATS Air4 Lite. Right, it's got a glossy outer case. This is the Air5. Right, you look at the difference. So Air5 has got a matte finish, okay, and this Air4 Lite has got a glossy, piano black glossy finish. At the front of it is the reset button, and I assume when you open up the lid there will be a LED light, as you can see here. At the back is the hinge. Let's do the hinge test. Hinge test is alright, slams pretty hard. Now let's do the shake test, and it's pretty good. But yeah, so that's the shake test. And then at the bottom there is the charging port here, USB-C, and that's for the case. Now let's take the earbuds out from the case. So as I mentioned, these are open earbuds, so it doesn't go into your ear canal, and over here I think there are 3 microphones. There's no sensors. Okay, so basically the Air5 does have a sensor, so the moment you put it in your ear it will detect that it's in your ear. Okay, but this doesn't have your in-ear detection. Okay, and you've got the charging port at the bottom, a microphone here, microphone on the top. Okay, and the touch sensor is here. Okay, alright, I mean the design is pretty usual. Let me just compare it with this one. Okay, this Air5. So Air5 looks a little bit more premium. Okay, looks, as you can see, I've been wearing it. It's worn, but yeah, it's a little bit smaller as well as compared to the Air4 Lite. Okay, and overall the shape is about the same. Angle is about the same. The charging port at the bottom is about the same as well. Yeah, so overall looks quite similar. Basically this is the design. Let's try the fit and comfort of these earbuds. So I'm going to put them in my ear and I'll share with you guys what I think. And immediately it sits right outside, right outside my ear. It doesn't go in. Angle wise it's actually pretty alright. Let's try it with the Air5 as well, see what's the difference. So Air5 is a little bit tighter, it goes in a little bit deeper. Okay, and the Air4 is, I would say, it's pretty, okay, it's pretty loose because it's a little bit bigger, so it sits further out from my ear, in my inner ear. So in terms of fit, I would still prefer the Air 5 because it goes further in. Okay. Alright, now let's do the listening test. So I'm going to pair this. Let's pair this with my player. So let's bring out my player. Okay, so I have my player here. Let's go to my settings. Okay, so I'm going to open this up and let's use my Bluetooth and pair a new device. Okay, let's try and see if I can. You could Air Lite. I don't know what that is. That shouldn't be. There you go. SoundPEATS Air4 Lite. So let's tap on that. It's pairing. Allow. Yes. Okay. So let's talk about the Bluetooth on this and the Bluetooth codec. So this comes with LDAC. Okay. It's got LDAC codec. On this, it can experience higher bit rates up to 990 kilobits per second and a sampling rate of up to 96 kilohertz, meaning high-res wireless audio. Okay, so you're getting high-res audio wirelessly through this Air4 Lite. Okay, which is really good. All right, and also it comes with AAC. And SBC and the normal stuff, but it doesn't come with aptX X lossless. Okay, so you're not getting that, but you're getting LDAC, which is pretty good. And then the driver in here, okay, the driver in here is a 13mm dynamic driver. Okay, so Bluetooth 5.3, and it's got multi-point connection, meaning I can pair it with this device, right, which is my player. And I can pair it with my iPhone as well. Okay, I can pair it with multiple devices. Okay, right. So let's do my listening test, and then I'll do a mic test later with this. So let's fire up my Apple Music, and then I'm gonna go to my playlist. Oh, actually, the song is here. So let's see, lossless. I'm playing 24-bit, 44.1 kilohertz. Apple lossless, okay, which is good enough. Okay, now let's listen to it. All right, so it's a little bit loud. Let's listen to it. And I just want to remind you that this doesn't give me a seal, so I can hear my surrounding. I can hear my aircon. Well, not really my aircon, but I can hear things around me. So when it comes to bass, this open ear kind of concept is a little bit light on the bass. I don't hear much of the bass. I don't feel much of that bass as well. Maybe quite a bit of the the mids. Yeah, the mid bass is actually quite punchy forward, but it's thin. Okay, let me try to angle it. Yeah, even if I angle it, it doesn't do much. So I don't feel much bass, but I can hear a lot of forwardness of the mids, which is a little bit in my face, quite intense as well. And also for the treble is kind of bright, and overall tone and timbre is a bit on the thinner side and light as well. I don't feel that heaviness or that warmness in the notes. Yeah, the note weight is light. Soundstage, let me just lower the volume. This has got to be a very delicate listening session. So you need to know what you're listening to. You need to be prepared and adjust yourself from normal in-ear. I'm used to listening to in-ear monitors, so I'm used to getting that seal. Even with these, all right, with the Air 5, I would say that they sound a little bit lighter. So I'm going to swap between these two, and then I'm going to compare. So this one sounds pretty light and pretty thin on the top end. Peanut gain is a little bit on the intense side. And overall treble is bright. Yeah. So, okay, let's pause the song. To me, this one would sound more of a pretty, you know, open and light on the bass kind of listening session. So when I listen to these, I don't feel the bass, I don't hear the bass. To be fair, let's listen to another song with a little bit of bass. Okay, so I'm gonna go into, let's see, where's my bass songs, bass. Okay, so it says it all. Let's try to listen to Right Through. Okay, so okay, so this is Right Through. Let's try that. So Right Through by Kage and Aztec. The bass about 60 seconds about. Now this part, when I'm listening to other earphones, that bass can be felt, but on this I can't feel it. One thing good though, there is no distortion on this earphones, so that's pretty good. Okay, now let's pause the song and I'm gonna go back to the 1 minute mark and I'm gonna switch over to this Air4 and then we can compare. Let me just turn off the Bluetooth because now this Air4 is paired to my iPhone. So let's now compare this with the Air4. The Air4s are here, Air5s are here. So I'm going to put this in pairing mode. So let's go to my settings, let's go to Bluetooth, and it should find SoundPEATS Air4. It's pretty fast. Okay, so I'm going to pair with this. Okay, and then I'm going to listen to it, okay, with this Right Through, and see if I can feel a little bit more bass on this Air4. Okay. Oh, reset the. Let's try it. Okay, so this. Let's skip to the 1 minute mark. Okay, at least I can hear a little bit more bass on this Air4, but not by a lot, okay. I feel more treble than bass, okay. Obviously these open earbuds are more mid-centric because they're open. You can't seal in the bass, if you know what I mean. Okay, so since you can't seal in the bass, it's basically bassless. So hang on, I'm just going to compare this one with another song, which is my usual song. Okay, so I've got my Vegas El Bandito playing, and let's compare it with the Air4 Lite. Immediately I can feel that the Air4 has got a little bit more warmth, a little bit more body to the notes that is being played, and is not as I would say congested as the Air4. So yeah, overall resolution on this is actually a little bit better, and is a bit wider as well in terms of the soundstage. But in terms of sound, right, in terms of the overall frequency, I would say this would carry a little bit heavier in the note weight. The bass is a little bit heavier as well, but the mids are kind of similar, and also the treble is kind of similar as well. Thin on the upper end, and a little bit intense as well as compared to the Air4 Lite. I think they're both about the same when it comes to that department in terms of the treble. Alright, so let's first conclude for the sound, then I'll do the mic test. Okay, and that one I'm going to pair it with my iPhone. So basically for the Air4 Lite, okay, so what I would say is that this is more for a very niche market, which is when you are commuting or when you're in let's say noisy environment, or an environment that you need to be immersed in. and then you use this. All right, this is something whereby you need to be aware of your surrounding, and also not to seal yourself out from your surrounding. And it's not so much for music listening. If you want to have that full range of frequencies to be delivered to your ears, then you might want something to seal up the sound so that it delivers into your ears. Other than that, it's going to be a mid-centric type of sound. You hear a lot of mids, which is your instruments and your vocals. Not so much, you won't feel the bass, and you hear a lot of treble as well, so that you hear your instruments. So I would say it's for a niche market. So even when you're at home, when I'm in a very quiet environment, and I don't need this kind of earphones, because I need that bass. I want to feel that bass. So in terms of my listening experience with this, I find that it's a little bit thin, right, when it comes to the overall sound. Even if I'm in a busy environment, right, I'm out and I just want to listen to my music, this would be very good. All right, it will drown out the rest of the other frequencies around me, and then it will deliver my music to my ears. Okay, so yeah, in terms of listening to music, not so much. But I would say in terms of playing games, or having a phone call on this, or even watching a movie, it should work just fine. It should work just fine. So I'm gonna pair with my iPhone right now. So I'm gonna turn off. I don't need to turn it off. I can just put it in pairing mode, and then I will pair it with my iPhone. So I've got my iPhone here, so I'm gonna turn on my Bluetooth, because I gotta turn the Bluetooth off on this. Let's turn it off, and then I'm going to put this in pairing mode, and then turn on my iPhone's Bluetooth. Okay, so it's in pairing mode, and I've got Air4 Lite right here. There you go, and I've got an Air4, by the way. Okay, so Air4 Lite is connected. Now let's do a mic test. Okay, I'm gonna go to my voice messages, and let's record a voice. Alright, so this is a mic test of the SoundPEATS Air4 Lite. How do you think I sound? Do I sound good? Okay, so now I have the cafe background noise. I'm gonna crank it up, and I am going to make sure I can hear myself, and you guys can hear the sound. So I have cafe background noise, and I'm using the SoundPEATS Air4 Lite to record my voice. How do you think I sound? Alright. Okay, so let's switch back. Yeah, so that was the microphone on these. I mean, to me, they're alright. Not so much for phone conversations, but they're pretty okay for Zoom meetings as well. So, yeah, that's the microphone. You judge for yourself, okay, about the microphone quality of the Air4 Lite. Okay, all right. So that concludes my overall review of this SoundPEATS Air4 Lite. I would say $60. You get a pretty budget version of the Air5. I would still prefer my Air5, obviously. Air5, I've been using it, as you can see. It's quite gunked up, but I'm using the Air5, and in the environment when I'm outdoors, I need to be aware of my surrounding, and I'm talking to my colleagues and all that. So sometimes I just need to have awareness around me, and that's when I bring out my F5. But if you're on a budget and you need to choose something that is also open buds, right, this kind of open buds, then you might want to consider the Air4 Lite. Okay, so these will give you that freedom, right, to socialize with your friends and all that, at the same time listen to your music, play your games, watch a movie, or have a phone call. Alright, so that's it for now. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.